Hey guys, Rob Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now we're going to continue with our NLP presuppositions. This one being that there are no unresourceful people, only unresourceful states. Now throughout our lives we'll find that there are times where we lack the ability to quickly and easily and cleverly understand and overcome the difficult feelings that put us into an unresourceful state. We can feel completely helpless, as if how we feel is beyond our control. Now it doesn't have to be though. We need to bear in mind that it's just an emotional or mental state that we're in just because of an especially difficult situation. It is not an inherent quality of our personality. If we constantly exercise self-control, we should be able to replace the negative state we are in with ease. So whether we like it or not, as long as we're alive, we are always in some state. Now whether that be contentness, happiness, sadness, fear, anger, whatever it may be, that is the mental, emotional or physical condition that we're in a particular time. Now states vary in intensity and at times can last longer than normal. Now being in possession of the right state at the right time is essential as it affects our interpretation of our experience, or our experiences at that point in time, our health, and the decisions that we make. States can be good or bad. The good ones can include that happy feeling or the feeling of being loved, while examples of bad or negative states are jealousy or anger. We could, whenever we wish, choose to change the state that we are in, if we choose to be that. How we change our state is important, especially in our relationships with other people. However, very often, the state we're in is a result of our reaction to an outside event. Now we can change from our present state to a more resourceful state, or desired state, if we're unhappy with our present state. We must have the motivation though, and the energy in order to be able to do that. The desired state must be an outcome we really want, and is not for someone else's sake, or forcibly imposed on us, like be happy. You should be happy. Stop being sad. It's not a good way to do things. We must also have the commitment to achieve the outcome and strongly believe it's within our capability. It involves acquiring resources to reach the desired goal, and especially the personal qualities including gaining skills, gathering more resources, and undergoing training, once again gathering more resources for us, and having supportive family members and a supportive environment around us. For some, having money is all that is required to move into a more desired state. So how we feel is important. The state we are in can have a strong influence over our performance in whatever we do, including those activities that are easily affected by slight changes in our feelings, such as school exams, public speaking, or a job interview. So in learning as well, how well we learn depends on the state we're in at the time. You're not going to learn a lot if you're in a panic, fearful, anxiety-ridden state. We have to be able to develop a state that enables us to learn quickly, easily, and enjoyably. Having the right state boosts our powers of retention. Likewise, a teacher is better off by being in a good state themselves, so as to elicit a learning state in the students. Now, they could perhaps infuse that subject with humour, or regale the class with interesting tales. Now some teachers are very boring, or some teachers are just angry and you hate being there. So think about how well you're going to be able to actually learn off someone, or if you yourself are a teacher or instructor in any case, how well your students are going to learn from you if you're distracted or in a state that you're just bored of the subject already yourself. Now there are days where we are completely devoid of any mood or anything at the end of the day, and having not done anything. There are also days where we feel totally upbeat and could accomplish heaps. They are the same day. They're the same type of day. But what differs is our state of mind. Most of these states happen to us usually without our awareness. We do not voluntarily choose to be angry or unhappy. Our mental processes shift from state to state quite quickly, thus affecting our physiology and our behaviour. We could, however, learn how to change how we feel, or at the very least have some control over our feelings. Being able to control and change our state will give us emotional freedom to deal properly with any event that arises. We unknowingly induce states in other people through our words, voice tones, and body language. So if I'm angry, chances are you'll bounce that anger off me. Just basically from rapport. But often, we're not actually aware of other people's states. For a good relationship to be maintained, appropriate mutual responses are necessary. Now, we could initiate to elicit a positive response by changing our actions or our behaviours. We smile at them, or utter a friendly greeting, and a likely response is going to be that mirrored back at us. Now, we could help to change the state someone's in from a melancholy expression to one of happiness. The methods we would employ there could include talking to them in a fast and excited tone, with matching body language and recalling those past occasions where he or she was in a happy mood. It would be most effective if we could recollect their direct involvement with those happy times, instead of them being a mere witness to those happy events. So something that involves them being there at the time, where they were feeling happy, feeling joyous. It is advantageous to remember that our states are continually changing and varying speeds, and that they affect how we feel and how we behave. Rather than simply react to external events, we could choose to influence our states and the states others are in a positive way for mutual benefit. That is how our states influence how resourceful we are. We as a person need to be able to be in control of them to a certain extent. Obviously, there are some circumstances where you won't have any programming for that, so you will not be able to relate it to anything or control that. The more we practice this technique and getting through this, the more impact too we can have on other people and improve their states and improve their day. And that is so powerful. That is one of the most powerful things in the world. But anyway, guys, that's it for this one. I'm Rob Murphy. Please like, share, comment, subscribe on this one if you enjoyed this one. And I'll see you in the next video.